Hi there, I'm Char, your friendly online tarot reader. Welcome back to the channel to this week's Elemental All Signs Tarot reading. Here we're going to do a 3-card reading. Pick a pile so you can pick a deck, what resonates with you, and then I will be giving an oracle overview for each sign at the conclusion of each element. Alright, it's really not as confusing as it sounds. But let's get started on this. Welcome, 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 and if this is your first time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell because I do daily tarot uploads. Alright, here we are. We are going to get started with element Earth. So signs involved are Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So what I have in front of me here are 3 different piles. We've got Wheel of the Year, we've got the Steampunk Tarot, and we've got the Halloween deck because it is October. This can be a timeless reading for you. This can be a reading for this week. But there are messages that are here for you to hear. All right. You are ready to go. Let's give this a big old thumbs up. We are going to start with pile number 1 today. So we'll set these other 2 aside. We've blessed our area and thanked our spirit guides for their contribution to these efforts, to guide, to give clear messages with love and the highest good. So our 3-card reading today, we're going to go blockage, action, outcome. We talk a lot about blockages, but being able to identify them, having a little bit of help from tarot. All right. So if you have picked pile 1 in the earth element, let's get started. 3 cards, 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. That one wanted to come out with it. Thank you, tarot. Put this right here. Okay, so what we're looking at here in front of me is we've got the 8 of Swords reversed, we've got the King of Wands reversed, we've got the Fool reversed. So what it's just saying right now is we need to take some extra attention to what's going on. Like this may be just a very, very screaming time. Like, hello, something's got to change here. So with the 8 of Swords, you know, it's a really big indicator that there's just a lot coming at you, a lot of confusion, a lot of swords cut through things, right? And so when we get the 8s, what are we repeating? What is a cycle in our lives right now that we're repeating? What is it that makes us feel like, hey, I can't do that? Are you waiting to give yourself permission? Are you waiting for somebody to give you permission? Are there limiting beliefs in the back of your mind that are like, man, that's so lofty, I can't do it? But yeah, with this 8 of Swords coming in, you know what's blocking your own vision? Where is your worry furring you, right? So big blockages like self-doubt or I really want to believe I can do it, but. And I do talk a lot about buts are what we sit on. Being able to do things involves taking baby steps. And it's really hard to take those little baby steps. So now we've identified a blockage with this 8 of Swords, just kind of being in our own way, and self-imposed limitations. Let's see what kind of action do we need to take. The King of Wands. He is a dynamic man of action. He's a guardian. You've got guardians to help you take these baby steps. So really, to make something new happen in your life, you have to do something new. Example today, I'm like, oh, this is my snack time, but I want to change my eating habits, so I'm doing this instead. Hubby's like, well, that's a good idea. The King of Wands is a man of action. And so where your instinct is taking you to find that action, to find that, I'm wagging here, to find that baby step. You know, like, what about Bob comes to me? Baby steps to do this, baby steps to do that. And if doing one action becomes too much, break it down. 9 of Swords, I talk about making that list because it's gone past that moment of taking that first baby step. But it's just a point of breaking it down. And the King of Wands is a man of action. He's got your back. Just start walking. Just start that first step. Just start doing something a little bit different. Different train of thought, a different action, a different new habit to bring a different level of vibration into your life. All that adds up. And it doesn't need to be like big and drastic or anything huge. It's those baby steps that really count in the long haul, because that's implementing new healthy habits. That's implementing new little tiny things that become a natural habit. That's replacing like old bad habits, right? Getting in our own way, limiting beliefs. You know what? I believe I can achieve greatness. I believe I can achieve greatness because the universe really does have my back. You know, I don't have to question the hows or the buts or the whys about it. I know that when I speak that truth, the universe hears me. And so by stepping and doing work to remove the limitations that are there and to recognize the blockages, because sometimes all it is just speaking them so that we can move forward. King of Wands, he's a man of action. Hierophant here, we're looking at like, let's keep things, again, those baby steps. He's on the bottom of the deck. Those baby steps that come to us, those build those good foundations. Those help us feel good every day. Like, make sure it's something that aligns your soul, aligns your pathway, a little action that makes you feel all warm and fuzzy, and that is aligning yourself to your highest good. What do I need to do today for my highest good? Oh, okay. Smile is a starter. That's just what came to my heart right away. Smile. And so, you know, by doing things like practicing gratitudes, 3 gratitudes when you're laying in bed before your feet even hit the floor. And, you know, like really, it becomes a habit so you don't need to think about it. And on those days where I want some action, I want things to be different, I do different actions. So I'll start my day with gratitudes. Today I'm grateful I had a decent sleep. Today I'm grateful that I get to do these wonderful things. Today I'm grateful that I got to wake up. You know, just little things. We have the Fool card right here. This is the start of a new journey in part 3. So the outcome of these two, of recognizing that blockage and taking these actions, is going to be a whole new experience. It's going to start fresh things. You know, those little baby steps are going to pay off. And we've got, you know, like with the stability right here and laying in those base foundations, this Fool card coming in. Hi, little friend, what is it? The 9 of Cups. Okay, so surprise. When we recognize our blockages and release limiting beliefs and do the actions, the work works, and it doesn't matter. The work works when you're wanting to make changes. And this Fool card comes in with the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups is the wish come true. Okay? Oh, what a lovely first message. Thank you so much, Tarot. All right, if this resonates with you, a thumbs up. Let me know what your action is going to be. Let me know in the comments what your action is going to be. All right, so deck 2, I believe, was the Steampunk Tarot deck. So here we are. This is deck 2 for Earth signs. Very excited to read. It is such an honor and a pleasure. Whew. Good morning, and thank you, the light, David, for allowing me to be guided to give wonderful messages. Let's get started. 1, 2, 3. All right, well, would y'all looky here? All right, Earth elements, here we are. So we have the 4 of Wands in reverse, we have the 9 of Wands in the upright position, and we have the Strength card in reverse. Well, you know, when we're a little shaky with our foundations, we know there's still a little bit more work to do. But in our blockage position, we've got the 4 of Wands here in the reverse position, or protection position, as one of my teachers would say. So when we're not building good foundations and we're not sure about what kind of foundations to build, trying to go forward from that is going to lead to a shaky start. We've got fire in here. Wands are fire, wands are action. So to build a good future, having a solid foundation is what's being called for here. Having the attention coming in with the Four of Wands. We're getting ready for that, but we're getting that preparation ready. We're going to build the stage so that the band can perform here for this celebration. And I think in our blockage position, what we're looking at here with the Four of Wands is just the ability to stop for a moment and not rush things forward. Making sure that foundation, that baseline is very well put into place. Using systems that work, all right? Not flailing, but using systems that work. Excuse me. In our action moment here, we've got the Nine of Wands that have come in, and this is just a little more work, working through the hard times and knowing that, you know, Grandma says this too shall pass. The Nine of Wands is like, man, we're almost there. Okay, so keep doing what you're doing, but really don't rush past these foundations, because it will trip you up. So the action that's needed is persistent, consistent, and keep doing what you've been doing, and you're going to get a good result. But don't rush it. Don't skip any steps. All right, the steps are important. Our outcome here, we've got strength reversed. And so what this says to me right now is that really looking within your own personal self for strength, and restraint sometimes comes with this as well. But having the strength to have restraint to say, wait, we're not rushing through this yet. We still need to take care of these details. And this could be in your personal life or in a business life. I'm feeling more drawn to business, to going forward with plans, but making sure that these actions that you're taking are aligning with the outcome that you want. And having a really good foundation to start from is so very, very important here with the Four of Wands. And having the strength to be able to say, okay, well, you know what? We may have to postpone launch for a week. We may have to postpone this because this isn't ready yet. Also, for some of you, it may be on a spiritual path where you're pushing and pushing and pushing, and you feel like you're ready because you've had all these signs coming in, but the foundation isn't quite ready yet. So the universe is just saying, have that strength right now, that strength card coming in, have that strength right now to just keep working through the process and allow the cycle to complete. We don't get to decide when our cycles are done. The universe tells us when our cycles are complete. And sometimes also being in this Four of Wands in reverse, we're trying to rush the process. And it does take strength to just pause. And in that pause moment, take a deep breath and be in the pause. You know, it's something that I practice because it's that split second moment where you can change everything. And being able to just trust the process and surrender to the universe is a message I'm getting right now with this Nine of Wands. We're looking to the future. We see it there. It's noon o'clock. We're looking to the future and we see it there. But we're surrendering to the process. And that's hard too. So that would be another reason why strength in reverse has come up. Just pay attention to that. Allow yourself to surrender to the universe. And a prayer that I use, because I do like control myself. I like to know outcomes. I like to be well planned. But then there's processes in our spiritual lives that it says wait. The universe says wait. And so when I'm feeling that process, I just say to the universe, I surrender to you. I surrender my ego to the cosmos. I release that ego. I surrender to you, universe, and I trust you to guide my hand and show me what I need to know. And just by surrendering like that, it has allowed me to receive several signs. And sometimes it's about the completion of cycle, and sometimes right at the end we have to relinquish control and just surrender right to the universe. And it takes great strength and will to just do that. Just to release it. But it's such a wonderful feeling, and you really do feel it when it happens. So why I guess I come to this spiritual side of things is we have the Wheel of Fortune here that's at the bottom of the deck for you. And so when we surrender to the universe and trust it to guide our hands, we have the opportunity to achieve bigger, better, more amazing dreams, goals, achievements than the limiting beliefs that we have in ourselves. And so when we surrender to the universe at that 9 of Wands moment, we just keep working through it. And sometimes working through it is being patient. Yeah. How long is that going to take, right? But sometimes the working through it is being patient. And just, I surrender to you, universe. I trust you to guide my hands. And it does take great strength. And great strength is gentleness. Gentleness with yourself to be in that moment. Gentleness to trust the universe and to trust your instincts and to trust the signs that are being brought to you. Okay, so again, back to those building good foundations. Sometimes rushing forward is not the best thing, and we need to surrender and trust the universe. Make sure our foundations are built well so that we can just work through it, having the strength to work through it, to double check and triple check when we need to. When it comes to business, it really provides a very interesting outcome. So the actions that we take now, and how we embody it is going to really reflect on the outcome there. All right. Thank you, cards. We have one more deck, and then I'll be doing an oracle reading for you from the Starseed Oracle. Deck number 3. If you chose deck number 3, this is the Halloween deck. Thank you. And it's a lot of fun. Because it's October, I thought I would bring it out. These readings can often be quite timeless. If you're feeling drawn to it, then definitely something you need to hear is in here. Even sometimes if you've come to it before, coming back to it, there will be a lot more insight. All right, so here we are. We're doing deck 3 of Element Earth. Did you pick this deck? Let's see what our reading says. Ooh, all right. There's a theme. So here in our first position, in our blockage position, I've got the Page of Pumpkins in reverse. What do we need to pay attention to? In the middle position, in our action position, I have the King of Pumpkins. Oh, I feel a sneeze coming. In the outcome position, I have the 10 of Imps. Whew. I still have a sneeze coming, so pardon me. So with this Page of Pentacles, with this Page of Pumpkins, what is our message here? Where is our blockage lying? Where are you giving yourself full potential? Where are you allowing your potential to lead you? And what else do we have here? Where are you allowing your potential to lead you? But where are you blocking that potential as well? Do you have something so focused and dead set in mind it has to be that way or no way, and you're not receiving these other messages from the universe? What we're looking at here is where it's going to go. What is the message coming in? And really having a look at it. Where in this cycle are you too? We've got a big full moon here. So, yeah, listening with the Page of Pentacles, like seeing where the message is coming from. Are you paying attention to the messages that are coming to you? King of Pentacles comes in the middle here in the action, and it's about thinking about things for the long haul. Are you looking at things for the future or instant gratification? A lot of times things are for the long haul. It is the long game that pays off. And so when we're looking to achieve things and to achieve our goals, a lot of times we And because we're like getting trained to it as well, I think. But a lot of times what we're seeking is like that instant gratification. I need to know right now. I need to do things right now. But with this king coming in, he's the guardian. He's like, just wait. Just wait. What is it for the long haul? Where is the long game on here? All right. Is this going to benefit in the long haul? We've got 2 pentacles in here as well. And they are earth. They are coins. And so what we're looking at is just like, what are your plans for the long haul? What can you do today that's going to say, future you is going to say thank you? Right? What is current me going to do right now that future me is going to say, hey, thanks. Thank you so much for doing that. All right, so there's our action. Our outcome, something to be aware of here with the 10 of Imps, the 10 of Wands, is taking too much on. Making sure that it isn't busy work that you're doing, that is actually work that is going to be catered to the outcome. Making sure it's that little thing that feels in alignment, that, you know, it just feels so right when you do it. Yeah. Staying grounded and staying focused as well is going to be hard. And another thing that this card here is saying to watch out for is you're going to have to say no to some things because not everything is for you. And you might be the type of person that, you know, feels obligated to say yes and take on work of others or do things because nobody else will do it. And in this process here of what is for your best interest for the future, you're going to have to say no to some things. Not everything is for you. Like, not everything is for us. We get tested with these presentations that be like, oh, shiny object syndrome. Oh, look, here's a squirrel. But that is so far out of alignment with what we're trying to achieve. There's just so much friction that comes with it as well. So the 10 of Imps comes in. Ooh, and I like how the moons are looking at each other. The 10 of Imps comes in and says, you know, really pay attention to what you're putting on your plate. Do not overfill your plate. Make sure you're taking time to do all the proper things that need to be done. It is a very fine line and balance. Sometimes we work more, sometimes we have to catch up spiritually, sometimes we need a little social time. But making sure that that juggling act is always in motion and we're not unpacked in one specific area. All right, the Strength card is on the bottom of the deck here. And so what I say, it's going to take strength in restraint and saying, you know what, I can't do that for you, but I can find somebody, or I can suggest somebody who can, to be able to say, I'm sorry, I don't have time to do that in my schedule without any other explanations. You know, like when you are making plans for your future, you have to make that a priority as well. And you can't set that aside for other people's asks and wants. They can be, however, not thrown away, but just, I want to say you can still help. Like when I have too much on my plate and people ask me to do stuff, I say, no, I'm sorry, my schedule is full right now. Perhaps you could try blah, blah. Or if that can wait until my schedule is cleared, I don't mind helping. You know, or if there's another way I can help that, you know, doesn't make me commit to a certain time and place, let me know. You know, if there's another way I can help. But it's not like a full-on shutdown either. It's just like, you know, I'm sorry, I don't have time in my schedule. And it's a hard one to do when you're used to being a helper, when you're used to being the giver. And people are going to maybe not be so appreciative of it. But what are your goals? Where are you going? What is your plan for the long haul? And yes, our intent is to help and to serve. But we can't do that from an empty plate or an empty cup. Or if we've got too much on our plate, it's going to spill out. Something's going to give. So making sure with this 10 of Wands not to put too much on your plate. And sometimes also this means like releasing old things that no longer serve your highest good. You know what, I've been doing this activity, but I haven't done it for 6 months, a year, but I still carry all the equipment that I need to do this activity around. Well, why? Let me set that down right here. I can always come back to that if I need it. I don't need it right now. Look at that load just got lighter. And so, you know, like it could be time for a purge as well. Making room for the next steps, making room for the new things to come. And it does take strength. Strength is on the bottom of the deck. And I see a theme because we had strength in the last pile as well. All right. Thank you, my earth elements. Thank you, Tarot. Ooh. 10 of Bats. The end of the cycle. The end of the cycle. We're at the end of the reading. So here we are. I will do a lovely, lovely Starseed card oracle. I am absolutely in love with these cards. If you have the opportunity, they were gifted to me, and I thank the gifter so very much. So let's go in our earth elements. I'm going to start with Taurus. Taurus, here is your oracle card today. Wait. It's not yet time. Things are being woven. All right, Taurus. Wait. It's not yet time. Things are being woven. You guys, let me know what pile that resonates with down below. Virgo. Let's give you an oracle card today. Fall into my arms. Surrender, holding the opposites and extremes of life. This one says, fall into my arms. Surrender, holding opposites and the extremes of life. All right, you guys, tell me what pile, if that resonated with that surrender pile. Capricorn, in my Earth series. This is your oracle message today. Empathetic starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. Empathetic starseed, being an empath, empathetic starseed. Energetic sovereignty and absorbing what is not yours. Oh, these oracle cards are so beautiful, and I just absolutely love the messages that are coming in for here. So thank you, Earth Elements, for allowing me to read for you. Let me know in the comment section down below what pile you picked and if the oracle resonated with your pile that you picked. And if you like this, I do have Pick a Pile Fridays in my membership section that go into far greater detail on their readings. All right, you guys, let's get ready for, we've got air up next.